Oh, today's Valentine's Day. Most people are out dating people, looking for someone to chase, looking for something to fill themselves. I won't lie. I would say to an extent I'm doing the same thing, but I also want to take a time and reflect upon my decisions and things that I'm grateful for. And the thing I guess I want to say I'm grateful for the most for is obviously family and all that stuff. But I think second for me is my friends. Two really close friends that I consider my own brothers, like brothers from another mother. I just want to sit down and tell you why I think it's very prominent on you making connections and making friends, because you can have the same thing with the same amount of people that I'm doing it with. Like I have two close friends to me that I consider brothers, and I feel like you can build a brothership, a sistership, whatever you must call it, with someone else like this, because I genuinely believe I wouldn't be the man I am today, the man that's speaking to you, the man that's making these videos, if I had never met these two people in my life. I genuinely do believe that. I feel people have purpose in your life. Even if it's short time, they still have something to deal with it. It's not the end of the chapter. It's not the end of the book. It's the next chapter. Some shit like that. Some corny shit. I do want to sit down and say I'm grateful for the two friends I have. They know who they are. They've been supporting me with my YouTube shit. They've been supporting me with my growth and change of who I am as a man and who I seek to be. And I'm grateful for them. And that's why I express to you, and I mean it, that you have to find two close people, or five, or wherever it is, but one maybe, very close people to you. Carry that person deeply in your heart. Obviously, don't express something non-genuine. Don't try to just look for someone and then you are just interested because you just need someone to speak to. Like, no, like find someone that you relate to, that you have the same goals. Like these two people that I grew with, I've known them since elementary school, and I've expressed my gratitude to these two people because they have had the same goals as me, in the way where they want to grow as a person and continue to seek growth and never be settling with enough that they have now and just want more. Obviously, they're not exactly like me, but they have similar goals. Find people with similar things to you, not just some fucking hobbies, this and that, but people that are down with the plan, you know, down with what you want to do. Like I've told these people, like, bro, I genuinely want to like take over the world. Like I want to be rich as fuck, and I want to be like taking care of my family and stuff like that. And that they've been down for everything I've done pretty much. And that's why it's like you need people like that in your life. You need people that, even as much as it is in a delusion that your dream is, that's the point of the dream. It's supposed to be so diluted that no one believes you, but these people still believe in me. If you're gonna do it, I believe in you, bro. And it means a lot to me, because that just gives me another reason to be obsessed with it, you know. And that's why it's like, instead of being weepy woppy about, oh, another Valentine's without a girl, another Valentine's without a boyfriend, it's whatever, bro. Continue to grow yourself, continue to growth, you know, like continue to seek achievements and seek validation amongst yourself. Seek to find achievements and growth. That's really what you need, because eventually that shit comes, bruh. It might not come tomorrow, it might not come next month, it might not come in a year, but eventually you'll get it. You just stick to your plan and start growing. If you don't stick to the routine, if you don't stick to the plan, nothing makes sense. Nothing will make sense to you. You'll just be stuck in a constant loop of saying, do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? You need to pick out what you need, and you need to find what's valuable to you and what you deem redeemable. If the shit isn't worth it, bro, don't do it then. If you don't fucking like sitting in bed and fucking sitting on your phone, get up. What the fuck are you doing in bed then? And that's what I love about my two friends, is because they always challenge me. They challenge my mindset. They challenge everything. They make me express different thoughts than I should be, and they make me always on my toes. Like, what if this happens to you, Jimmy? What are you gonna do then? Bam, I got a solution. And with them too, like I've pushed them and they pushed me. That's the relationship I want. And they're always there for the challenge, and they're always up there helping me with YouTube, helping me with all this shit. And that's what I respect. That's what I love. That's why I find that more than finding a relationship, finding a significant other. Because if that shit doesn't work, who do you fault? Because most people, when they're sad as fuck and they're depressed after a breakup, what do? They just sit there and cry. They think about all the good times with that. They'd be like, oh, but this moment and that moment. Oh, but I was doing that shit when I sit in a call with my best friend, one of my best friends, one of the two. Sit in the call with him, but he would make me feel good. Like, he wouldn't question me about my thoughts. That's why it's like, after a breakup, you just hang out with the homie. You hang out with your best friends, because if you don't, then you're just gonna be insane. You're gonna think a lot about the sad shit and all that stuff that sometimes isn't in your control, that sometimes isn't your fault, but you blame. That's why it's like with them, they always put me in my uncomfort zone, you know. I'm always uncomfortable with them. Like, I'm always like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and then they hold me accountable. They text me the next day, yo, did you do it, bro? And that's why I love them to death. But that's what I wanted to express in this video, is that you need to find your group, your friends, it might be even two, like me, and just stick with, because I plan to stick with these these people until the day I die, and I don't think it's gonna change. These are my ride or dies, and I believe it genuinely. They've been through thick and thin with me. I just wanted to say that a lot of people will be wanting a significant other. I think it's better to find homies and find people that are on the same path as you are, same goals that are similar goals to you, and that are seeking growth. I guess that's all I wanted to speak. I just wanted to express that to my two friends. I just want to express I'm thankful for both of you. Thankful for what you've done for me and helping me change and becoming a better man than I am now. I always tell them too, every couple months I tell them I'm genuinely grateful, because there's nothing better than you could do than tell someone that you're grateful for them, because we take for granted sometimes the things that we shouldn't be taking for granted. That's why I value a friendship with my friends. If I didn't have that shit, I wouldn't be who I am now, you know? Say thank you to your mom, say thank you to your dad, say thank you to your siblings, your dog. They just sit down and say thank you, because it might be your last time you're saying thank you. Alright, that's all I wanted to say. Continue growing as a person. Continue being better than you were yesterday. The world is yours. New Flag out.